Okay, I should be back. Well, since I'm not listening, it's hard to say, but yeah, I see the video. So I guess I'm back. So I guess my internet just dropped out for a couple of seconds. Well, maybe a couple of tens of seconds. Seems like. Oh, not sure. Maybe that's a reminder for me to pay for the for my internet. Not sure. Yeah, language. This has been fixed, so now it will load properly. Now what I want is language selection. So I need to implement this. Logging. Don't care about this. Config parser. This is a library. Yeah. Also a library. Menu main. Oh, main. This is the spaghetti code, so we don't need that. Okay, languages can be moved to the main editing window. Right. I have a user. And I have a language. Guess we can start with adding some logging. Start with user and selected language, just for the sake of sanity, and we pass along oh, I don't remember, you need to pass it along as a tuple or just a bunch of variables. I don't remember. Okay, let's take user name as one variable, and another one will be language. I don't remember if this is how logging works. Oh, I use format everywhere. I don't remember. You can use it differently. No, I use format everywhere. Oh, okay. Format it is format, and it takes as many arguments as you need. Okay, so it will print out what was who and what did they select. Now I need to connect to the database, and just to remind myself how I actually do that. Go to the new, get user data from the database, and connection uses helper. Yes, I can use helper as well. Let's just, why not, helper. Yeah, that's PyDoc, no, not a package, it's just class in the root directory. Yeah, okay, I guess I'll just import it the same way. Import helper. Should be able to find it, hopefully. Okay, so I get connection to the database, connect it. So now I actually need to write the statement. I guess I shouldn't have closed the spaghetti code just yet. See if I can find the actual SQL string I use to update languages right now. Update configuration. Select. Insert. New BattleBot configuration. Update BattleBot language. claim bot, disable bot, stand bot. Looks very involved. I am certain I have that's here somewhere. Get user from the database, get user. You know what, let's just look at the outline, because I think it will be easier to find this way. Basic client check, connect, current, edit bot, extend, disable bot, generate, get, initialize config, list stuff, what's available, member join, message, save new battlebot, save new kill, sell, updated battlebot, set language. Update user, set language, yeah. Just like that. Even, I don't think I saved any time, but at least I know this works. Let's see. And this is what how the execution looks like, so I don't really see an issue with it, so I'll just keep it as is. All of this is no longer needed. Can replace with action cursor, execute SQL, and language is user. Oh, so the language is the new selection. Okay, so language user is, well, user, oh, user ID. I guess I have the ID. Yeah, I have it saved, user ID, yeah. I think that's the ID from the database. Because yeah, this refers to the ID from the data. Okay, let's just look at the assignment. Just to be sure. So yeah, user ID gets passed along as first. Yeah, first one is ID. Okay. And that's it. That's all. That's all she wrote. Connection commit, so the changes will be committed to the database, and finally, when it's all done, it closes the connection. Huh? Simple enough. Okay, so language is this it? User language menu. Oh, so this just, oh, so this initializes the menu. New instance. So it doesn't really have the context. Context gets created later on. No, it actually gets created when in the initialization. Does it have to be here? Oh, what? I think only the text options list. This is actually different. All the rest, like what's different between this and normal init? Options title, description title, and basic setup assigns menu ID, language, and user, and context. It doesn't really do anything else, so I don't really need this custom initialization method. I can do all of this in appropriate method like this one. Yeah, this makes more sense to have it here. This I need a singleton. So where is my singleton declared? It's in the root directory, so it's the same thing. Where is it? Don't see it. Line? I guess I am. How do I declare singleton? Oh, this is a singleton that doesn't have. Okay, that's why I don't see it being imported. It doesn't really have to import itself. Turns out I have this and singleton declared like this. Easy lemon squeezy. Singleton language. We can do this. Now singleton is actually known. Oh yeah, so generic. Right, from oh yeah, from classes. Classifiers. Port menu field. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, I need generic. Oh. Generic. Language menu. Oh, so this one no longer is like it. Menu context is okay. So from classes, port menu context. Right. Now all of this assignment is done. Well, this context initialization is done in this method that actually creates a new instance. They pass it along. So here, and this does nothing special, so I might as well remove this. So it will actually be handled by the default menu initialization. Maybe I need. Yeah, let's check this because I might need this in it. Yeah. Context. It just will work if as a pass through, or if it doesn't have one. I'm hoping that the parent one will be called. Wait, selecting the menu is not enough. Saving the data, it needs to return something else. I guess it should return. Yeah, because I think it expects handle user input, get start menu. So if so this is the part that will okay. I actually don't think I need the custom handling as well of the input. So only the labeling is different because it has to take it from a different place. Well, which is menu items. But no, it has to be in from the dictionary. But oh no, it actually gets all of this gets created here. Wait, how will this work actually? Context menu items. It takes. How does this actually list? Oh, menu items are the languages. These are, oh, they are translations already. Oh. So key is actually the key. Oh, menu item is the actual translation. That's already okay. Okay, okay. I'm not dumb. I swear. Contrary to a pile of evidence, I'm not that dumb. Yeah, this is all done. So yeah, this has to be a custom, but I'm not sure about this. What does it do that's special? I'm pretty sure the custom, like the normal handler, will do the whatever I need, because I assign custom item variables the fields, the values, when I select them. Well, before selecting, I mean. So the text will call the method needed, and since it has item variables, yeah, it will be passed. It like those variables will be passed along as the value that's needed. So I don't see why this how this is needed as well. Now what? Let's just comment it out first. So in case I actually need it, it would be there. But the actual handling in the end has to return something to display, which is another menu, as it will call show on that thing that gets returned. Return self. Why does it return self? Oh, it returns self if it doesn't work. Yeah, that's not a good approach. Return get start menu. Yeah, and start menu is here. So it just needs the user. Okay. Sure, it will let me do that though. Oh, it does import menu. And menu imports language. I guess the well, it's not really a circular import. I guess it's at least it's not. It doesn't throw an exception like this. Oh, okay, that doesn't really matter all that much. All that matters is at the end, I need to return when I update the language. Yeah, get start. This is in the menu. Get start menu is user. Easy. So if I got everything right, it should work. Okay, run it. So we select language, it lists language. Let's pick Russian. Right. Okay, I don't see Russian, so that's not encouraging. Oh wait, Russian doesn't really have the translations. So where do these values come from? Does it fall back to English? Wait, where's the get translation thing? No, get translation. Yeah, I need to check where's the thing. Show, get description, get title. It's title. Oh, the title is already assigned. I guess it does it on, yeah, get translation. So for title, labels, and what it does, just returns it's or else strike through. So it actually finds the translation. Oh, right. So it will work. Well, now if I stop it, I run it again. If okay, I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. I swear. Oh. Oh, this is so now it should reply with all strike through things. And why it's not working? It is working now. Yeah, so it doesn't find the actual Russian translations at the moment. Fix that. Let's. So what happened? It actually saves the new choice into the database. It doesn't update the current user's context. So it's still. So what I forgot to do. So next time when I restart it, it doesn't have the user context created, and then it loads it from the database, and the database has the updated language selection. Okay, so where's my English? Let's take English. English has all of these fields. This is defined. Copy, paste it to Russian, and right. Hello, I guess this is. Okay, this might be not as easy as I thought. So hello. So this is. I don't really have a title or start menu. Let's see. This is hello. Yeah, I don't really actually state. Let's look at the production version. Oh yeah, it saved since I work on the same database, yeah, it saved my language. Again, but yeah, it doesn't really have titles or anything, so I need to translate this all over. Oh, this is fun. Right. Well, okay, let's do this real quick. Translate google.com English to where's Russian. Even though I know Russian, it won't be faster. Start over a menu. Like I can read, I can understand Russian, but I'm very far from being able to translate Russian. Hello, this is a bot. I think this is the same line. Oh, I'm updating English. Russian bot. No, new bot menu. Start menu. Hello. Yes, здравствуйте. This line seems to be the same. Has to be enter number selected. Right, it gives you probably this close enough. Start menu title. Then yeah, these correspond to name in list for different options. So first option, create new bot. Second option, so list bots. Name in list. This is the same. Yeah, because yeah, just you need, if you don't understand the English language, so this menu is a little bit odd. It lists itself in all the languages supported. So if you don't really, well, if you by somehow come into contact with the bot and you don't know English, at least you would be able to figure out, because it would say language. You at least one of these you would understand, and it would say language. So if you know Russian and don't know any English, you would be able to identify that 3 is language, and yeah, then you can select a language. Okay, that's beside the point. Actually, it is. Let's run it again. Now, oh, I didn't. Okay, got to do this. So here, after I update user language, the user language has to be changed. So when it's all done, well, closes the connection. I want the user's language to be changed to language. So it will know that it has to be, well, Russian needs to be used right after that. Okay. So now when I select language, it would has to, well, it should change the language and show the menu in the correct language. File. Right. If this actually happens, so 3. Now, well, Russian is the only one that has translations. Yeah, and everything is in Russian. 3 again. Now we take English. And it's English again. Yay! Works! It lives. Okay, so language is done, and I didn't need majority of the old code. That's nice. So it got simplified quite a bit in the custom menu. Oh, one thing I didn't check. Oh, it's still there. Okay. So let's say I pick a language, and I think I should get an error that 5 is not a, yeah, selected option does not exist. Try again. So the error works as well. Can I actually enter something else? Yeah, selected option does not exist, so you have to enter a number. Oh, but what if I pick Russian? And then the error should be in Russian. I don't think there's a label yet. It's only English. Oh no, it is in English. Oh, I didn't actually change language, I pressed the wrong button. Russian, okay, it is in Russian. Language, I pick 5. What? It changes back to English? Oh, what? That's not right. Yeah, this actually, when I get Russian menu, I don't get Russian language selection menu. Okay, that's not right. Need to look into that. That's the case. So here, get translation. Translations actually are done in language selection when this is going on. So language is key. Oh, so it's for each language I get a different thing. And the title, language selection menu. So all the rest gets done by the default menu class. Gets the title based on the language that gets passed along, I think. The constructor. Oh, actually, in the basic setup, yeah, that's what it does. Language is the language. How does that change back to English? That shouldn't happen. Unless I find I have some sort of, I don't have any fallbacks. Like if I don't find the language, it just gives a strike through version. Yeah, it strikes through the name I'm looking for if I don't find it. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, I'm actually dumb. I just realized what's happening. I actually have the translations. It just loads the proper translations, but I just translated name and list. I didn't translate all the other fields. That's why I get language selection in the Russian language selection menu. Greatest язык. Yeah, this one. Select your preferred language. So yeah, this is, and I don't think I have this translated. Yeah, it didn't used to have titles. And the errors, for errors, yeah, error is the same thing. I need to make it in Russian, so it will actually get printed out properly. Right, so let's quickly do that. Language selection, выбор языка. Language selection, this, and now the error has to be, I wonder if error is, there's a word for error in Russian. I guess there is, ошибка, yeah, mistake, like this isn't error, this is mistake, but I guess mistake works as well. Try again. Or yeah, on Google Translate is funny. So in Russian, let's replace all of this. So now I should get everything in proper language. Well, at least in start menu and language selection menu, I should have proper Russian. So let's start with this. Yeah, it's already in Russian. Let's select language. Yeah, it's all in Russian. And if I do something nonsense, it will say me the same. Well, it will be the error in Russian. Yay! Why is there an empty line here? That's not supposed to be here. Is there an empty line? I can't tell. Oh yeah, there is, definitely. Is it because it doesn't have a description? Here it looks fine, because between the title, well, how it should look like is title, then there's a description, then there's an empty line, then there's a title for the list of the options, and then there are options. Here it looks fine. It doesn't have description, so it just has one empty line. But here it shouldn't have this empty line, as far as I know. Take a look. Does it actually gets okay, so handles input. If input doesn't match anything sensible, it sets an error. Okay, so when you get show, get description, get options, title, I think it's in the description. Oh no, it's not. It's an options title, right? So it starts with a new line, and the description, why does it have a new line at the end then? Get option list, options title. It's okay, it starts with a new line, which is fine. Then it looks through the errors, if there are any, accumulates all of them. Oh, and after errors it puts a new line symbol. No, should put a new line symbol. Then title. And list. Oh, list, menu list starts with an... Okay, so this one is not actually options title. So if it doesn't exist, I'm starting to get confused. Oh yeah, so this and this gets doubled. Yes. Yeah, so this one is not actually needed. Just this. Yeah. Wait, wouldn't it mean... Oh wait, it has to be a new line here. I don't need a new line here. Okay, let's try this. See what happens. I'm not really sure, it's a little bit... Okay. What happened here? Start menu. Then it printed out languages, what? Oh, what? Why did I mess this up? Oh, I am confused at this point. What? Recall I changed. Yeah, this was removed quite a while ago. All I changed that. Somehow that breaks it? Did I change something here that I didn't notice? So I changed language, yeah, but that's working properly. Oh, maybe I was running multiple instances. Oh, maybe I didn't stop the old instance. Maybe, well, what I did? Okay, so now it works properly, but I didn't, I undid the change to redo it now. Let's remove the right one. Options, this, no, I need options title. This has to be, I think. I hope at this point. I dare not to think. I can only hope. Right, so yeah, now it doesn't look right because the description and this. Okay, let's enter nonsense so it print out an error. So yeah, now there's, was it usually like this? Yeah, I think it always had an empty line after the error. Yeah, don't like it. So this is not the way to change it. So title gets adds along. Options title. So I need a different case when there's no error be added. So if error was added, I need to remove this. And if there's no error, okay, so if there are no errors, then it has to be added. Right, so I guess I just need an else here. So if there are no errors, I'll add this. Yeah, and if there are errors, it won't be added because it doesn't have to have. Okay, I think this will. Oh, I hope. Don't think. I hope. I hope this gives me desired effect. So yeah, now when there are no errors, I have a space between the description and the thing. Now when I change language to Russian, oh, I don't want Russian, I want Russian. I heard a ding. How's it going? Hey, it's going pretty good, I would say. Like the bot is actually working, doing stuff. I'm just checking how it works. Yeah, now I don't. So this empty space gets used up for errors. Yeah. Cool. Really happy how it looks like. So language selection, saving, updating, whatever is done. What else can I do today? I thought it will be a little bit more involved, so I plan to do this for the whole stream. Any requests? Anything you wanna ask about? Or you wanna check? I'm really happy with how this turned out. So I simplified all of this custom language menu quite a bit. I don't need a custom constructor, I don't need a custom method to handle the input. All I need is, it's the only thing that's different is showing the options. So getting options list is different than usually is, because you're, well, because you're selecting one of the languages, you're not selecting which next menu you want to go to. Yeah, so this is very cool, very little deviation from the normal implementation, which is what I was going for. So you have normal menu class that like covers 90% of functionality you need, and something custom can be implemented really fast and easy. It's really cool. User input class, let's not talk about this for now. Haven't got to that part. So it's probably terrible. Like most of the code I start with. It's from IDs, this is not necessary. Let's do a cleanup. Oh, actually I can do the cleanup now. Or can I? What was the shortcut? Control Shift G. Yeah, it shows all the references. So it's referenced in the list menu. List bot menus. And it's declared here. Why do I reference it here? Make it on the main editor. Main editing window. Get translation. Get webhook. You need webhooks? What? So this is validation method for checking if the webhook is valid. At least that's the one I came up with on the spot. Like I never bothered to fix it or improve on it. Whenever there's a new format of webhooks, I just change and whatever, however way I need it. How's your day going, by the way? Like I'm just talking to myself, ignoring people. I'm basically streaming in the same way whether I have viewers or not. And when I get the viewers, I just forget I can interact with them. So how are you doing? What you're up to this fine Monday morning? Well, I assume it's Monday morning for you as well. Yesterday I had a very interesting interaction. A viewer came along and he was a student of cybersecurity, I think, and he was struggling with his Python assignment. So I helped him to cheat a little bit with his homework. Like it was very basic. Like it was very, very basic. Like you have a list of prices, you have a list of ice creams, like that vanilla example of lists and dictionaries, and you need to let them input the whichever flavor they want, and then you give them the price, and they pick the flavor and the size of the cone, and then yeah, like that kind of what was it? Exercise. Yeah, so that was quite fun. I expected something more complicated. I was a little bit disappointed with how easy the exercise was. Right, so here, when does this actually get used? This bots menu, I guess, is it actually implemented? What will happen if I select list bots? I think it will just crash. Yeah, it did. Yeah, because too much has been changed. Might as well break it all the way. And if it's only referenced, oh, this is spaghetti version. Can close it now. Right, where's menu? It's here. So if it's only referenced in the listbots menu, I'll just ignore it. With this reference, Control Shift G. Must be saved. Okay, save it. Looks like it is referenced quite a bit in listbots menu, which I will be ignoring. Newbots menu also references it, which I will ignore as well, since this is not something I even looked into just yet. So this is definition, this is in the comments. Amazing. So this can be removed as well. Get rid of menu items. Yeah, so it was moved into classifier. Let's rename this into start underscore menu. So it is 2 words. Make it more readable. And I guess I can do with all of these. This bot menu. This. This bots menu. Because it is a convention that classifiers have to be, well, classifier names, well, are in all caps. Is that's the convention. Right. I didn't expect this to go this well, but I guess that's, well, I'm starting to reap the the rewards of implementing all of this logic now. So creating a menu is kind of easy at this point. Well, you know, if you know, when you know what's what's going on, then it is kind of easy. Yeah, language menu. So this is just more handling. Yeah, I'm really glad how this turned out. I wanna change the name of this because it's doesn't actually, it's not all that self-explanatory what it does. Open the language menu, so you will know that this method will return whatever is needed to open that menu, because that's what it does. And in the menu, when you get start menu, calls open, yeah, language menu, open user menu. So I guess this could be open new bot menu, and then open list bots menu. Well, these will be implemented in the future. Like now I don't really care about these classes. I think I should, but the next thing is probably to implement buttons. The buttoning. Buttons. I had a method declared for that. Yeah, get component. So I guess this is the last of the things that need to be worked on in the menu class. User input, I guess I'll get to it when I actually need you to handle like custom user input. It doesn't mean like any user input. This is for entering like custom values like strings and so on, not just picking 1, 2, or 3 from given options. Right. But yeah, but the buttons are kind of not all that clear to me at this point. Like I add buttons just by, well, using this trial and error stuff. Maybe I should move user context be created. New class. User context. Maybe I can declare a data class inside another data class. I guess I can try and see what happens. Oh, I have so many things I need to do. Okay. I need to pick one. So it's either creating user context, which I can do, and I probably will do quite easily. And the other one is buttons. I know how to create buttons, I know how to handle them, but I don't really know how to update buttons. So I guess it would be it would involve searching for examples on their Discord, on the Hikari library Discord, because they don't really like to provide much examples. Like the library is hard to read, at least for developer of my intents. Oh yeah, intents are supposed to. It's okay. At least for the developer of my skill level. That's a little bit beyond my reach. Because if you go into the Hikari library, it just Okay, this imports a bunch of stuff. Starts with... Oh, so this is all the imports. Okay, so let's say that's where I use it. Let's get the buttons stuff. Button style. So add button action row, add button. And this is, you know, it uses this. Oh no, abstract is not abstract method. Whoever is add this button, it's a class action row builder. Okay, let's read what it actually says about add button. Style, custom ID, so these are all values. Returns button builder. Should be called to finalize the button yet. Add to container. So let's go look at this, what it defines. The button builder. So, oh, guild builder. Button builder is this. Set is disabled. So this is I guess this is how you actually disable it. Set emoji is disabled, so it checks. Defaults to built-ins false. Whether the button should be marked default or not. So what? Oh, well, I guess it is called by something else. Not supposed to be called by me. Set is disabled. Yeah, this is the key thing I want to do. I want to set it to be disabled, and I'm really interested if, well, what I want to know is, well, I guess this is the interface class because it's abstract. Abstract means it doesn't declare any functionality, it just declares the interface. Like, well, it, I guess in Python, you don't really have such concept as an interface, but in object-oriented languages like Python, like I mean Java, C++ even, I think, C# for sure, like there are things called interfaces. So interfaces just declare the method and its parameters and its return type. So in this case, it's whatever t is. So whatever it returns itself. That is this description means. And it takes only one parameter, which is Boolean. Well, I guess the actual implementation doesn't matter in most cases, but I want to know if it actually sets, removes the handlers. Well, because how it works. Okay, so let's finish with interface. Interface just defines how the method will look like, and implementation is left to whoever is implementing. So what's the benefit? Why have the interfaces at all, you might ask. And the benefit is, if you don't know how to implement it, and you don't know, but you know what it has to do, and you know where you will use it, then two separate developers can work on those two things without interfering with each other. So in advance, you declare an interface which one developer will implement and another developer will use. And as long as the interface is not changed, they will interact with each other with no problem. So interfaces are quite useful, and I guess this is a way to implement them with abstract functions. And the class doesn't actually have anything declared. Component builder, abstract, I guess it inherits from abstract class. Generic container T. Right. I would not like to know the implementation, how it looks like. That label set disabled. Okay, let's try doing this. I'll shift G. Must be saved. I don't. Okay, classes is not saved. Save it. What's done it? Oh, I added lines. And it doesn't find anything. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not able to map it. Like PyDev doesn't. Well, can't manage to map it. Let's look at the class. Maybe the class can be button builder. G. Yeah. Doesn't find anything. I guess it's beyond Python. Typing list of strings. So this is all. API special endpoints. So it should have, well, it has API, it should have implementation as well. Special endpoints. Well, whatever. I guess it, well, that's why it's beyond my understanding. How can I get to that implementation? I'm not really sure. I kind of, I can look at it, kind of see what it's supposed to be, but I'm not knowledgeable enough to just quickly navigate through it and figure out what I want. But what I figured out, there is a thing, add button. How do I actually access that button now? Maybe I should be implementing the user context first. So yeah, this is where I get the components. Oh, this is the test method for creating components, test buttons, yeah. Right, content, components, and then it waits for a button press of, well, it waits for an interaction of type create event. So create event is, well, when person clicks a button. So basically that's what it means. Message, respond. Started thinking about naval action. Oh, don't get distracted. This is why you're streaming how you're coding, because you get distracted too much, way too much. And when no one can see what you're doing. I end up just watching YouTube most of the time. This is not good. But yeah, figuring out like, okay, I can call set is disabled on a button, create. So test buttons, action rows. So I have two rows with one button. So this is build action row. So I get the action row itself, button. But the only way I have access to the button. Okay, maybe I need to save components. But how will this work? I don't understand. Pretty sure, well, this will work quite well if I just do set. What? Give me any methods? So add. Doesn't even find. Oh, dot. Add to container doesn't even list them here. Oh, this is disgusting. I kinda need to know that this has to be called. Oh. See, update button. See if anyone was asking about this button after they have been called by using buttons to change the embed. See what people. That internal attribute is disabled to false, though modifying internals is a kind of a bad practice. Yeah, well, rather not do that. Another component instead. I'm getting an authorized run by rewrite. Okay, let's be a little bit more readable. So people are asking about that. Can I have the buttons without making another Let's look at this. The buttons are interactions. Possible to change the label text on the button after they've been called. At the moment I'm using the buttons to change the embed description. I'd like to make clicking a button update the text on the button itself. Is that doable? Well, but you would have to change the text the same way you created the button using the builder function. Currently there is no way to change the buttons otherwise. Okay, so I don't. So you can edit message that contains the embed and re-add all the buttons your desired text. So so I have to call edit on the message, but not on this message, on previous message. Okay. Just more finicky things that's not necessarily inefficient. It's later. I was asking the same question as you a couple of days, but instead of wanting to change the text, I wanted to disable the buttons. Yeah, so I guess disabling the buttons I wonder if it's all worth the trouble disabling the buttons. Because what I want to do is well, when I get a new message, I want to disable buttons in the previous message, because now they can be clicked. And they will... Well, at least currently, they will be interpreted as if they were clicked on this menu. Like, it won't be exactly the same, because this button will bring its own message. So it will be like, it will have this message, but it will be handled by this message, which yeah, it can lead to odd behavior. I played around with that when I initially was figuring out how to. Okay, so now how do I edit previous message? Now that's a good question. So for that to be a thing, I need to save previous message, probably in the user context. So I would always have ready access to the old message in case I need to do something with it. But what I actually want, I want to interrupt this wait for. Without waiting for 2 hours for it to expire. Because that just doesn't, well, actually not 2 hours, 3600 is 1 hour, I think. That's how long it takes for the bot to forget the user that messaged it. Still, okay, let's take a look and event message. So yeah, the event. So it basically calls itself with the same event, but message is changed. Oh, it basically does the same thing again. Right. Does it? Well, it doesn't really matter what it does here. Okay, let's make a breakpoint here and take a look what's going on. This inter event. I think it only will be hit if I click a button. So, have any other breakpoints? This is breakpoints. No, this is the only one. Okay. I'm kind of safe to run this in debug. But I didn't check if anything else was running, so stopped. Debug. Do the test thing. Click a button. So now it's caught. Inter event. App interaction. So interaction event. Interaction create event. Okay. App. Does app have? Protected variables. Abstract implementation. Okay, well. Okay, interaction itself, message. Interaction itself has the message. Oh, so that's convenient. So I have the message where the button was clicked. This has components, so I have a list of components. And the message can be edited, as far as I remember. Well, if I understand it correctly. What's the type of the message? Message is message. Okay. I imagine it's Hikari message. Look in Hikari library. You have message. See message. Where there, go and check Hikari documentation. Oh, it just showed up. Oh. I minimized the oh, the messages people sent. Okay, that's quite the delay, I guess. Is it actually showing up on Steam? It is. Yeah, I can barely see it, but it is. Right. Hikari documentation. And this is. Let's look for message. Double S. It's supposed to be messages, but I need message. Just flat, simple message create event. Okay, these are events on the plain message. Message activity message. Yes. Data class. Does it have any methods associated with it? Classes. What? Wait. Oh, it's messages? Where does the data class come into place? Maybe it's just... Oh, message. Okay, so this is the one. Variables. Because what I'm looking for is update, add reaction. Okay, that's examples. Wow, this even has examples. I guess I was just unlucky with the functionality I was using, so I can delete this message, which is also an option. But I kind of want to keep the messages for like a log on client side, so user can see what was done before. Edit. So this is the one I'm looking for. Right. Looks a little bit daunting, I guess. So attachments. I guess I completely added the message. Do I need to define it new, or I can just pick and choose what I change? Place attachments, role mentions, attachments, components, and components. Oh, so if it only had one component. Component builder, and this is sequence of component builders. It was a little bit wider. Yeah, okay, so is there internal structure, user mentions, where's the message itself? Oh, content. That's defaults to undefined. I wonder what happens if I call edit and don't define the content. Just remove the buttons. Okay, let's do that. And I will set components to okay, that's an idea. But if I handle the message, where am I? Okay. Let's have this be here for now, so I can actually check what's available for me. So I get the message, old message. Message comes from inter in. Okay, let's copy paste inter event. The event message. Interaction event, yes, message. Or it even has the user. What kind of user it has? It has me. So whoever pressed the button. Okay. Well, no one else will be able to press the button. Like, it's only shown to one user, so I think I'm good on that regard. Don't really need to do anything with the user at this point. Values. That's an interesting thing. Guess you can, when you define a button, you can add values. Well, I guess I don't really need that. Well, it's good that it's there in case I need it. Token. I won't look at the token. In case it's something I shouldn't show on stream. Right. Oh, this is all user. Okay, I don't really care about the user. ID, member, so on. Done. So I get the message. old message, and old message I can call update on. Message update. Really has no idea what type it is. Let's see, message Hikari. Message. Yeah, so let's see what it shows now. It shows the methods. Interaction. Update. Who doesn't have update? It's not Hikari message. It's like a look again. Documentation. So this is Hikari messages message. Okay. The wrong thing. Hikari. This is the actual thing. It's, well, at least I hope. Still doesn't show update. Sucks. So content. Yeah, I guess the content doesn't change. So if content equal response and the components. What will happen if I don't give it any components? Well, my hope is that it will delete the buttons in the old message. But the text will remain the same as it was before. At least that's what I expect. It actually happens. It has that with message. Action create event. It doesn't have attribute message. It does. Like I was just looking at it, and it told me it doesn't have it. What am I missing? Okay, so this doesn't matter. So this attribute or interaction object has no attribute message. What? So, oh, it's in the interaction. Okay, bad. So interaction message. Hopefully that's right. I think I've stopped it so quick. Okay, let's run it in debug again. Thing, press the button. Button. Interaction. Interaction. Interaction is not spelled correctly. Copy. Yield. Copy it. Well, if I copy, I imagine it copies all the values here inside. On that. Interaction is not written with double R. I'm just dumb. Or illiterate in this case. Interactions. Not work at the moment. It might work this time around. There are less typos, hopefully. So old message is actually this. Okay, I update it and it crashes. Message object doesn't have. Do this again. gets called. I guess the registered handler got correct. So the message I get is not actually of the Hikari message type. What its type is. Only says message. Not really sure how it So it doesn't have update. It's a bit annoying. Oh, it has ed. Edit and actually listed there. Okay, so yeah. So the hope is buttons didn't. Oh no, it actually doing it. Oh, it has to be awaited. Okay, await, hold, wait. Right. Again. Again. Now. Okay. Nothing happened. Amazing. Oh, it's edited now. Okay, edit happened, so that's good. But what I actually wanted to do is to remove buttons. So can I do this component? Cool, done. Will this work? Well, it uses undefined. Defined. Like that's their internal. It's a classifier. I imagine it maps to none. That would be my guess. Hope. I can only hope. Press a button. Fix. Accepted keyboard components. This I probably am. That answers it. An immediate feedback. Am I dyslexic? I guess I am. Expected. Yeah. Hey, Night Hunter. What is unexpected? Me being dyslexic. That's what I want to say. Dyslexic. I think this will be fine now. Okay, let's try this again. Actually very happy with the progress I've done so far. Okay, so this. Okay, you passed a non-collection to components, but this is expects a collection. Maybe you want to use component. Okay, I want to wipe them, clear them. I said console unexpected keyboard components. Oh. Well, it didn't say components, it said components because I made a typo. It expects components, I thought, and I had components. I just got a call from someone bothering me. Why people call me? I never answer my phone, and people still call me. Oh, okay. It's not really important at the moment. I'm a terrible person. Right, on message components, I will add this build action row. Will this actually work? Oh, so it expects. Guess I can set component and client rest build action row. I think this will just make it so they disappear. Well, that's the hope. Let's run it now. See. Yes. It's a button. Nothing happened. Amazing. So, the languages. Base type. The hell is this? Very unhappy. What I did. Invalid body. Wow. Message, this field is required. There's the actual error. An exception occurred, okay. Bad request, invalid form body. I guess this is the best you can get from the Discord itself. See, it says it's not happy with your message. Right. Request, bad request. Handling an event. Your message create. So this. I don't want this to be sent over again. But stripping it up. B. Oh, it's still not happy. Base type. Component server base type required. Huh. Any debugger? What do you mean, any debugger? I could take a look in the debugger. I'm not really sure what I would be looking for there, because I've been knee deep into debugger for quite a while today. Well, while working on this editing of the message. So I guess it doesn't like that I create a component and doesn't add anything to it. Maybe I can add the same buttons again. Add buttons just this time. Like, I want it to be empty. Edit. Oh yeah, this edit. Very unhappy with. Extract it to a different comp. Tools. Add button. Enter. Right, and this will be a comp. That's how I initiate it. I add buttons to it. Success ID. Button success, custom ID, set label. I wanna set disabled. True. Hopefully this is how it's done. Yeah, I can only hope. That's my new thing. I'm not thinking anymore, I'm just hoping. At this point. Okay. It's very odd how it works. Because here it doesn't crash, But here it suddenly decides to crash. No. Oh! Oh! Look at that! Added the disabled button. So why didn't it work the first time? Interaction failed. Yeah, I guess I'll have to work on this. Yeah, I guess I have quite a bit of playing around with the buttons still left to figure out fully how to use them. Because it is a little bit awkward using this library. Can't really say I'm a big fan of it, but as long as it does what it has to be to do, I'm so I'll just figure out how to do it. Right. How do I just remove them? Component equals C. Find. Doesn't even give me a suggestion that's reasonable. Okay, let's go look into the back our library. Files. Message. Don't remember where was it. Outline. Message. Edit. I've added here. It's only the definitions here. So messages, message. Oh, partial message. Okay, let's look at this. Edit. Yeah, this is undefined, undefined. What is this? Hikari undefined, undefined? It's mapped. Okay, it maps some magic I don't understand. We'll just use this. Hopefully this will make it so it gets cleared. So it's in Hikari. Find undefined. See what it does. I mean, did not. If I open menu. Oh. Okay. Okay, I guess undefined means not to change it. Can the message itself, can content be undefined? It can. I guess undefined means, yeah. Why? It was a simpler way, but I guess, well, from what I've read, a lot of comments. Let's read these notes and warnings. Mentioning everyone roles so users in message edit currently will not send a push notification showing a new mention to people on Discord. It will still highlight it in their chat. Blah, blah. Warning, if you specify non-embed content, mentions everyone blah 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 will default to false. For design, specify one of mentions about mentions. Message was not sent by the user. The only parameter you may provide the call is flags. Okay. All that important, at least in my case. Content. I wanna set in components. Provided build object of the component is sent to this message. Builds none. Remove. Oh, okay. So built-ins. So how? What? That's not how it worked. I guess built none and built-ins none are two different things. Something. So allegedly this. Maybe it was Hikari built-ins? Hikari built. No. This is part of the standard library, okay? Done. It finds it, but what's the complaint? What? None at line. Wait, edit. Oh, what? I'm a little bit confused. Why it's not accepting this? I don't think it matters. It's not complaining about the positioning, it complains about none being incorrect. Because it doesn't know, like it doesn't care, like yeah, it's not this. This was expecting asynchronous await name or something else. This is not right. I guess I don't even see an error here. Syntax, invalid syntax. So if I do this, this is fine. As this is the baffling thing. But as long as I call built-ins none, then suddenly it's an issue. Like I even can't go to the definition. Oh, this import is not actually used. It mapped to? It doesn't map to anything. Yeah, this is some odd behavior. I'm not really sure why it's happening. It's as if my development environment is just somehow doesn't understand what's going on here. Huh. Okay, this built-ins. Wait, am I using it wrong? Built-ins. No, this is right. Okay, let's go look at the Python documentation. What's supposed to be in built-ins? It's really making much sense to me. Built-ins. Built-ins, okay. This module provides direct access to all built-in function. Okay, let's go to built-in constants. That because none, true, none. Yeah, it is a thing. The sole value of the type non-type. Why do I have it call it like this? Yeah, I don't understand. What's the difference? So this should work as well. I don't really have to reference it through the built-ins library. Can't really see what's the difference. There shouldn't be any difference. Oh, right. I already tried this. Forgot about that. Well, it does say that it will raise syntax errors. Oh, did it? Oh, damn it. Did miss it. Oh, assignments. Oh yeah, so I'm not trying to assign anything. So this is, if I try to assign to built-ins none something else, then it will raise a syntax error. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm assigning its value to something else. So it's the other way around. So what it's saying is, I try to make my own definition of built-ins none equals something else. Let's say a string. Yeah, so now it complains. Yeah, the assignment, it gives the same error. Maybe it thinks, and okay, let's define a variable and assign it value. Built-ins none. Gives me the same error. Guess it just, what? Why? Why you like this? I guess I'll try running it without my integrated development environment, because probably I can't see why it actually would be an error in this case. Let's see, bot properties here, source. So I should use the full path, make it easier on myself. Right, copy this, open the console. I have one conveniently right off the screen here. Python 3.8 botpy. Oh, it actually, okay. Maybe it's not because of my development environment. Well, it's syntax. So why? Okay. Assignments to none are illegal. Okay, so this makes sense, but it seems like it works the other way around as well. So assigning none. Odd. Okay, well, I guess I just can't do that like this. Well, I could hit my head into this wall until something gives up. Probably my head, but I eventually might be able to figure out how this none thing built-ins works. Or I could do a different thing and just disable the buttons. So let's say creation of the buttons, add button, interest, build action row. Components, and let's have a variable, a enabled, which is bool, have its value to set label that is disabled. Oh, okay, let's have it disabled. Disabled and default value is false. So I won't have to invert it. So disabled, and I use that here. Disabled, same here. So it will just disable everything. So now, like I do here, just call the same method again. but this time I'll pass false, disable true, and well, default is false, so it doesn't value. That's the first time I call it. And comp. Right. So this would be like a workaround, since I just can't remove the buttons. Can't be bothered to figure out how to remove the buttons. This will, yeah, this made the buttons disabled. So press any button and they become disabled. So I can't press them anymore. Wait, what? Why? Oh, I guess I defined handler for only one of the buttons. Handle button 1, yeah. Handle button 1. This is a little bit odd, but well, it works. That's the important part. What does button 2 do? But I guess this doesn't actually happen. Yeah, if I press button 2, this doesn't get called. Sure, that's actually true. Yeah, nothing get... well, the breakpoint wasn't hit. Here it will be hit, yeah, because it actually tries to handle an event. Basically, only button 1 is being handled at this point. Well, okay. It's not really a problem. So this is the best I can do. The other thing, I need to... like... well, I don't want each time a user presses a button for it to wait for a little while and say this interaction failed, even though it didn't. So how do I do that? Let's see. Interaction create event. I think I need to read about this. Hopefully there is a way to navigate that. Well, I'm hoping for an example. That's what I'm hoping for. But if I recall correctly, no, there aren't any examples. Yeah, it's not even worth checking. I will check. Is there a Discord? Does not say interaction failed anymore. Okay, so it used to say that. Don't overthink it, lol. It's a new error message. How does this work? People are just making fun of it. Application didn't respond. Oh, okay, this is the different. Oh, this interaction failed. Okay, the one I'm getting. Unity make a response to the interaction. To the message edit response thing. What? Still send the response. Well, I do send the response. Wait. So, according to that, shouldn't get an error. I handle the send a response, which is added. That's right. Let's see if this is actually true. It still waits, even though I edited that everything worked. I guess they are talking about some other response and wait for. Okay. Timeout error. Respond button. So this is the message content will be button and it will have a component with a button. Bot rest build action. Unrelated. event interaction, blah blah. So he defines it, and yeah, it gets this. I don't understand what you make a response to the interaction. Still responding to the interaction. Message response thing with the. I guess there should be a method called respond or something. Interaction, create event. Let's see if it actually has anything. It has app. Okay, that's helping me. Shard event has shard. Helping me again. Event yes. Have anything as well. And it it inherits from abstract. Okay, so doesn't help me in any way. I guess I need to go to the documentation after all. No messages. To find this. A message event, and I'm looking for interaction create event. So this is what I'm looking for. Searching events. 3 results. Guess this is what I want. Interaction create event. Properties. Shard interaction. Okay, so base interaction. This has. How did I manage to scroll away from it? Partial interaction, okay. Has a bunch of stuff. Methods, values. Okay, he has methods. Delete message. Okay. So message, and you need to provide a snowflake ish or okay. Edit message. I guess the interaction has its own edit message. So I don't really need to extract the message itself. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I think that's why. Okay, that's why he was making fun. Because you don't need to do whatever I'm doing. Extracting a message from the event. I can just call message, not message edit. The event itself has edit message. Edit. Okay, maybe it doesn't have it. Should have it. I guess it doesn't really find it. Message, I assume the parameters are the same. Oh, it needs snowflake. Okay. Message. Okay, type hint. Tell me what. Ensure this represents any concrete object or idea of an object. This is used across Cars API to allow users to function. Maybe I actually need to extract the message. So edit message. bizarre, but I guess sign message. Message equals ter action event. Action event message. Oh. As interaction first. Interaction message. I think this is how this works. And crashed. Doesn't have edit message after all. Okay. Kind of wish someone from some developers of, well, someone who actually knows how to use Yukari would come here and make fun of me, just so I could learn how to actually use it properly, because it's so so unintuitive. Like, yeah, I have some sort of documentation. How do I get to this? Interaction, create event. Data class. And it inherits, it doesn't really say. After resolution order, shard event. I guess I just got lost somehow. And wait, the last exception. Okay, let's just look at what it actually has. It's not this. I'm definitely using this wrong. And I'm struggling to figure out how it's actually supposed to be used. So, interaction event is interaction create event instance. Okay. And it has app and other things. Well, you don't really see gateway shard, component interaction, gateway bot. So this is the actual gateway bot I use to do things with. By searching for more results on Discord. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. What I'm looking for though, there is a detailed explanation. Like the best explanation they got, I found so far, just making fun of the guy who's having this issue. It was else there is interaction failed. What are you trying to do? Have that thinking thing. Oh. Possible to make a follow-up deferred. Wait, create ticket, edit. So it edits message and channel mentions. So, and that gets unknown message error. Okay, what's the question? If you want to influence me to Neon, just let me know, blah blah blah. Message is ephemeral, so how I actually edit it? Can't. That's a very helpful response. Why aren't you creating an initial response? What the hell? How do you create initial response? Explain yourself. Okay, let's look. Let's search for initial response because that's something I'm not aware of. Car interactions, common interactions, edit initial response. Yes. See anything? Okay, this has buttons, which is nice. Because REST-only apps don't get told if their initial response errored. Currently can't attach a file to an initial response. Okay. Response. There's so many mentions of it. The same guy keeps asking about the initial response. Okay, there's someone else. Maybe they will be more useful. You have to create initial response to create the initial response for interaction before you can edit it. Oh, so I guess there is a method called create initial response on the interaction. Okay, let's check on that. Documentation. Create app. Okay, I'm not in the app. Gonna create event. Interaction. Yeah. Okay, let's just search for it globally. Create initial response, 0 results. Amazing. See, maybe I can find it here. Create interaction event. Okay, let's look at the outline. It has app, shard event. It inherits from event. They don't have anything. Well, I guess this is just interaction, create interaction. Okay. But the actual type, interaction create event. So you get this exact type, allegedly. Like, let's see. It's getting kind of ridiculous at this point. Wait. Wait for. Let's look for this. Because it should be connected to this. For certainly what you want. Watching for events in the guild and do something. Wait for us to watch the next event of certain kind. He's answering to. How to add commands? Oh. Okay, they're talking a lot of useless stuff. Okay, wait for function, listener. So this is the actual event. Well, Discord guild message. So it is a listener. It listens for Discord create event thing. Git lambda. This seem all that useful. Servers. So this is the server, some sort of server implementation, I guess. Yes, routing and so on. So this is like an HTTP server instance. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't avatar yet. Users. Kari help. Yeah, this is a very active. That's one way to have a very active Discord, is create a very good library and have it very poorly documented. Then yeah, you will be inundated with interactions. I kind of pride myself that no one asks anything on my Discord, because people are just done. Well, everything is kind of obvious. This. Wait for future. Okay, let's get the beginning. Oh, so this is just a console output, okay. Expand it a little. So this is the maximum width, okay. Time taken 100 seconds, wow. Exception was the direct cause of the following exception. Oh, so it gets a bunch of exceptions. Okay. Oh. RTFM. Oh, maybe this will help. Oh, this definitely will help. It's not bad, but live interactive documentation powered by Discord? Yeah, I guess so. This well, this yeah, I guess you can call it their documentation, because that's where I just go to eventually. But this is their official documentation, and it is like amazingly auto-generated. So it's all generated from their source code. So yeah, wait for documentation is, well, okay, it tells you how to use. Synchronous is not supported, that's good. Predicate is the function, so it just explains the parameter. It doesn't show any examples how to use it. That's it. So that's all the documentation you get. Could be worse, I guess. Yeah, there could be none. At least they have a Discord where you can actually, like, I'm not really asking questions myself, because I know that all of these questions are so trivial that someone has already asked them. Gateway bot, and should be a gateway bot factory. Interaction server aware entity. RESTbot gateway. Oh, by the way, welcome to the stream. Have you been here before? I'm not sure I remember you. Should probably search for older messages of syntax error. I don't think that will help. Syntax error is like a general, it makes, well, syntax error just means that the code is not correct. So yeah, syntax error is just like, it's not a valid Python code. So if you write some gibberish, this will generate a syntax error because it doesn't understand what it's supposed to be. Like, it's not a valid Python code. That's all that syntax error means. It's not specific to any library or anything. It's just a general Python error. It's menu builder, menu components, min values. It has to do with events. I want to find the relevant event documentation, at least link to it, which would show something useful. Row builder, so this is all explaining how to actually make buttons and so on. And I'm looking for is how to handle buttons. Yes, I was here when you were building Modo. Oh, were you? Damn, I actually haven't checked. Okay, I forgot to check on it. If I'm actually, if they actually announced the winners yet. I haven't checked in a couple of days. Yeah, so looks like on January 7th. Oh no, 20 hours ago, something was... Okay, let's see. There are a bunch of new messages a day ago. Oh, so 10 days ago. Soon, so much good stuff. So Vandal is like the big dog. Like he's the he runs the company. He is the well, most well-known guy of all of that community. So and he chimed in a day ago. So much good stuff. People were complaining that there are, well, people not running the competition, but people who were participating, the all-timers, were complaining that, oh, there aren't any submissions, like there are so little and so on, like compared to last year, and apparently there are quite a lot. No rush. Okay, doesn't really, not really a problem. What's this about? Build this. Oh, so build the map. Oh, that's cool. So he built a map of well, the logo of level 1. Yeah, so I guess yeah, there's, don't really see anything new. There's supposed to be a new thread. When they announce the winners, they will announce it in a winners thread, so not here. So let's see if there's any new threads. No, that's soon. Oh, that's all, I guess. All there is. It's actually about time to end my stream, because it is coming to lunchtime. I might even fall back to actually asking them on their Discord, how the hell do I respond? Because I'm not able to read their documentation. Like, people are still talking, like, each day this is very interactive, Discord, just because of how well documented it is. How are you supposed to read this? How are you, like, wait for? Yeah, this is a very important function, implementing buttons, because that's what makes your buttons function. Interactive docs, yeah, something like that. Yeah, yes it is. It is a little bit annoying though, because what I'm used to is actually going to like a documentation, finding like there's examples, there's explanations, why, and so on. Like, this is how proper documentation looks like. This auto-generated crap, like why even bother with this? Like, all of this is accessible through the library itself. Like, if I wanna read some auto-generated crap, like I can read all of this here. I doubt there's anything different. Like, if it doesn't have examples, like, okay, ranting. Maybe I'm ranting a little bit too much. Like, I shouldn't be so harsh, maybe, because I'm not the one who is actually making these libraries. Like, it is a big library, I understand. Like, it would take quite a while to, if we go to the root, like, it has a lot of stuff in it. And like, documenting all of this, it is a significant effort, especially if you are still developing it, like adding new features or changing old features. That means like each time you change something, you need to go back to the documentation and make sure all the examples, all the explanations, everything is up to date. Which I kind of understand why they don't do it. Like, this library is huge. So much crap. Well, not crap, like, imagine it's useful stuff, but it's barely usable. Right. I wanted to check on something. I forgot what it was. Wait for. Okay, let's go back to wait for. So it returns event. The event that was provided. Let's see what event has. Exception event. It doesn't have anything. Amazing. Subclasses. Oh, I guess starting event, exception event, stopping event, shared event. What kind of event would be? Yeah, message resolution. It's this class. Like it's so obvious that it's generated. Because yeah, this class methods will be first of all will be called from this class, and it doesn't have any methods. So it has app property. That's all that it has defined. Like that's what we saw in the code. But it's not supposed to be used like this. It returns one of these things. So it uses event because it could be any of this. So that's how inheritance works. Like that's the benefit of inheritance, and also, well, a hindrance in this case, a downside. Starting, exception, stopped, and stopping. Shared event. Okay, this is maybe shared event could be useful. Channel event, interaction event. So this doesn't have anything as a property. Shard. Okay, so shard comes from this class. Message event. I'm looking for interaction. Interaction create event. Actually got it here. And well, it just says the same thing again. Well, it has app, interaction, and shard. I'm not supposed to navigate this. This class, amazing. Oh, where I am. Yeah, this is okay. I this is comical at this point. I feel like I'm I keep saying that I swear that I'm not dumb, but I can't even say that when I'm failing to use the documentation provided. So I would rather not do that, and I guess I'll just ask questions on their Discord between now and the next stream. Hopefully I'll find a useful answer. Because, yeah, that's... And the next stream, what will I do the next stream? So, what I have to do... Yeah, I guess I can implement button handling, like in a generic way, so each menu, like what I've got working so far works very nice, and I'm very happy how it turned out. Like the menus, like the language selection, all of that works perfectly. What did I change here? Oh yeah, I changed a bunch of stuff. Okay, I guess it doesn't really matter. I can keep it like this. Right. So if I don't use buttons, everything should be fine. So language selection, all of this stuff which selects base, it works perfect. Works really nice. So the basic functionality of the old that was also available in the old spaghetti code works very nicely now, and it is easy to maintain, easy to extend, easy to modify. Like it has all the good stuff that comes with decent coding practices. Now I need to solve this. So I guess next stream we'll be implementing buttons in the main menu class. Yeah, like it handles the inputs, it handles the showing up the text and so on. So it will have... Yeah, I have a thing. Where was it? Options title. Yes, I deleted that function. Basically, I will declare... Oh no, get components. Yeah, so this will be where all the buttons will be created based on what kind of menu it is, what it has in it, and so on. It will have assigned handlers and, well, all the good stuff. So that's gonna be for the next stream, and the next stream is gonna be this evening. Or should I go and create the, what's its name, GitHub repository? I could do either. either continue with this or create GitHub. Maybe GitHub would be more useful. So I can... Ooh, it's snowing! It's a snowstorm outside! Oh, this looks so good. Let's open my blinds. Oh, it's windy and snowing, so... Oh, it looks really cool. Can actually make a... Well, I guess there's plenty of snow around. It's just the place... It's just that the snow at my place recently all melted. It's kind of annoying. Well, at least we had White Christmas. You can't even see it in the picture. Like, it doesn't do justice. So how white it is. It's not blinding white, but you can definitely... It limits your vision. Like, you can't really see all that far away. You can see a little bit. Yeah, you could still drive, but not maybe at full speed in this weather. But when you're standing in a warm room, looking outside, it looks really cool. Okay. I think actually... Oh yeah, to end the stream, I keep forgetting this, but I need to commit all the changes I've made. Commit, see what has been changed. Classes, classifiers, Russian translation, menu class, language menu. Yeah, so this is the main thing. New bot. I change a new bot. Oh, built-in. So I actually don't need this. There should be a button that lets me. Yeah. So don't have that changed. Go to the next difference. I added false to the buttons to be enabled, disabled. I guess the rest can stay. I don't really use built-ins. Okay, that looks good. Save the changes. Bot and add. And singleton got changed. Okay, so finalized. Implementation of language selection. That's what I was actually doing today. I commit and push. Yeah, push the work because the server is currently down. I need to sort it out at some point. So it only pushes, well, commits the local, well, to local Git repository. Doesn't push to the actual server. But that's not important. Right. So I commit this. Oh yeah, I can actually show. I'll post on my Discord the screenshot that I, well, not screenshot, the something. Okay, I got a message. Someone's asking me to call back. Okay, I guess I'll have something to do while I prepare lunch. What's this? Camera, Android, USB, file transfer. Okay. Browse files, and maybe I shouldn't show what's on my phone on stream, just in case. I think it's in the SD card. No, no, it's not. Camera. Oh, this is the hole in the wall I punched. It's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, this is how it looks. Well, I guess I can show it on stream. Almost as good. So this is very cool snowstorm. Like, well, I probably should have taken a video, but yeah. Well, yeah, it doesn't really look all that impressive. Looking through the window, yeah, when it's all windy and getting pushed around, looks a lot nicer. I'll send it over. Oh, so to West Europe. Oh, West Europe, yeah. Well, I'm not sure it's east to west. It's more about being a little bit more north, because yeah, in the western part of Europe, not many countries are more north than Lithuania, and we just barely got that snow, so you know there isn't much to share. I guess eventually it will come to you. I'm not even sure how winter usually is in the rest of the Europe. It is very unusual for us not to have any snow in the middle of January, though. It was very awkward to be walking around in like yesterday or day before yesterday, and it was like no snow at all anywhere. A single snowflake is better than nothing. Yeah, well, there's plenty of those. Oh, we barely get anything anymore over here. Yeah, that sucks. Well, you know, it's not all bad. Like it's nice to look at when it's snowing. It gets kind of annoying after, like, if it's really cold and there's piles of snow anywhere, and the snow gets compacted over time. It gets slippery everywhere. Yeah, and then people, yeah. If it doesn't refresh often enough, it gets really nasty after a while, from all the cars going around and people walking their dogs and so on. Like it doesn't stay pretty for long. It's like it looks nice all pretty much for as long as it is snowing. After that, then yeah, it's you can take it after that. Like it's not really adding that much. I know it's good for agriculture, because it lets the ground rest or hibernate and do things like that are needed for the next year's crop. At least that's how it works here, I imagine, though. Because the crops are used to having a winter where everything freezes over, but so they wouldn't freeze too much, it has to be covered with snow. So there has to be a certain amount of snow before it gets really cold, otherwise the crops won't survive the cold, or something like that. Well, I was born in a village. I grew up in a farming family, so I know these things, some detail. Okay, but I think I'm done for today. It's actually it's past midday. Time to go eat some lunch. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully it was somewhat interesting, and I'm not sure. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not decided if I'll set up GitHub repository or continue doing this. But if I set up GitHub repository, then maybe we can start working towards the project. I'm not sure. We need a code name for it. Hey, thank you for the follow. Oh yeah, you haven't been following? And you said you... Oh, maybe you just came by and saw me again. Okay, we need a code name for the project we have, just so we would know what we're talking about. Like some the project. So yeah, I guess we think about it. Give me suggestions. I can't really think of anything cool right now. The project, I guess, the best I can come up with. Yeah, so yeah, I need to set up GitHub repo for the project, and maybe start doing some research about like first principles, how it works and how can it be implemented. And then yeah, after that, then we can maybe start thinking about what parts need to be written, and then you can start submitting your code. Yeah. That's I guess I'll think throughout the day and see what I end up doing. So it will be either. If I don't find time to ask around in Discord and figure out how to interact with these buttons, I'll probably just create the repository it would be like a fallback theme for the stream. Yeah, something like that. Okay, I'm going for lunch. See you, and not really sure. I'm not used to doing outros, so usually there's no one watching, so I just stop streaming. But it is a little bit awkward, I admit. Okay, bye for now.